So we're starting the live stream now, guys. So if you guys want to go on ahead over there at Simply Tamika, if you don't know already, and we can go on ahead and get started. So I love you, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye. All right. Hello. Are we on? Hello, hello, hello. Guys, I am so sorry. I was having technical difficulties. I tried to let as many of you guys know what was going on. I had to restart my computer and get everything back up again. So here I am on. But if you guys just bear with me for just a moment, I have to open up another screen so I can see exactly what's going on because I have a little bit of a delay. I don't know how big the delay is, but it's a little bit annoying. So I'm trying to split the screens here. Okay, hi guys, hello. I'm just gonna give everybody a few minutes to come on in, but while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself and tell you what tonight is all about. So my name is Tamika, and I am a healthy hair care stylist. I have a salon in Douglasville, Georgia, and I specialize in encouraging and inspiring women to grow their hair to longer lengths, not just like long. I call it black girl long, but longer lengths down your back. So it is my ministry to help as many women as possible, women and men, get their hair to the lengths that they desire, regardless of whether or not you've had long hair. Hello, guys. Yeah, so I feel like everybody can grow long hair. I've got to get my notes. Where are my notes? Oh my gosh, I took notes. Yes, okay. So y'all come on in. And tonight we're going to be talking about 10 tips. Well, forgive me if it's not 10, but I'm going to try to make it 10. It might be more than 10. To help you grow your hair long, strong, and healthy faster. So this is part of the series I'm doing. Let me teach you how to grow your hair. I started the series because I wanted to help as many women and men regardless of race, get their hair to their goal lengths because everybody has issues. This series will be indefinite. It might go on for a couple of months. It might go on for 6 months. I don't know. I just want to get as much information out there as possible. Hi. So yeah, y'all come on in. If you guys are new, hello. Welcome to my old subscribers. But if you guys are new and you have not subscribed to my channel, go on ahead and do so. Go on ahead and subscribe to my channel because I'm doing this series of videos and I'm sure you will enjoy them because I'm helping. And then I also have other videos that I like to do because I'm an eclectic type of person and I like to do a variety of things on my channel. So I have all types of stuff. And if you want to check it out, I put a video up last night and it was about the new trend, the squiggly wavy eyebrows. So I put a little video up about that, which I'm very proud of. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell because soon I'm going to be starting to shout people out in the videos. And I'm just trying to figure out a special way to do it because I don't just want to be like a shout out because I can shout you out now. I want to be something special. So I just got to figure out how to do that because I love you guys. Hello guys. Hi. So tonight, 10 tips to help you grow your hair long, strong, and healthy. Yes. And I'm not sure if you guys are following me on Instagram, but if you're not, go ahead over there. Hey, Christina, and do it. I have 2 Instagram accounts. I have my personal one, which is simply Tamika94, which corresponds with the name on this YouTube channel. Well, sort of, because you can take, well, this one doesn't have 94, but I had to put 94 because somebody else had taken my name. But 94 is significant to me. And then I have Salon Tamika Bell. That is the name of my hair salon here in Douglasville. So you can follow me on both. You can follow me on one. It doesn't matter. I'd love for you to follow me on both. Okay. Oh, yes, you can do live on YouTube. Yes, YouTube Live has been going on for quite some time. But yeah, so, oh, okay, well, good. Delisha, hello. Yes, good. So let me see if I can pull my notes up. And you guys, let me get this information out because I know you're going to have a lot of questions for me, but let me get this information out because it's very, very, very important. I hope that my notes went ahead and did the whole, there we go. I put it on my computer, but you know, iCloud is the bomb. Okay. Hi guys. I'm excited too. Can't you tell? Alrighty, so I want to talk to you guys a little bit. I don't know how long it's going to take because I like to talk. And I need to take a swig of water because I'm already, hey sis, what's up, Renee? Hey, what's up? We need to get your hair long, girl. All right, so I'm not going to number the tips. I'm just going to talk. But I assure you that my notes tell me it's 10 or more. All right, so one thing I want to say about hair is our hair likes routines. Our hair likes to be treated the exact same way every time we shampoo, every day pretty much. If you like vary your routine too much, then your hair kind of, hey, natural, your hair kind of will be like, and it'll start maybe responding a little bit funky. So one of the most important steps in helping your hair grow is to find a good, solid routine or regimen and stick to it. Stick to it. I cannot stress the importance of it because our hair likes routine. I can't say that enough. Routine. So if you shampoo your hair once a week, keep shampooing your hair once a week, you know, and deep conditioning as well. You always have deep condition. Yeah. Make sure you're taking, you know, doing the things you need to do for your hair. Hey, y'all. Hey. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes. And as far as routines are concerned, I can do another video describing how to find a regimen, because that can be, kind of taxing depending on what your hair needs, and everybody's hair needs something different. So that's like a whole nother video, which I plan on doing. Okay. All right. I lost my notes. Okay. One of the number one things I always tell people, that's right, stay consistent. I always tell people to do is make sure that you shampoo and deep condition your hair on a regular basis. Okay, I personally, from experience, you know, because I deal with a lot of hair, not just my hair, not just my daughter's hair, but I do ladies on a regular basis because I'm a hairstylist, and so I get to see, you know, different types, you know, I get to see different needs of hair. And so, oh, well, great, Renee, that's good to hear. Okay, so I feel personally that you need to, every time you shampoo, unless you're a co-washer, this doesn't count for co-washers, but you need to make sure you deep condition every shampoo. So if you're shampooing once a week, deep condition once a week. If you're shampooing twice a month or once every other week, then deep condition twice a month or every other week, okay? Yes, baby steps, that's right. Yeah, so shampooing and deep conditioning is key. Especially the deep conditioning part is key. A lot of people, they leave out the deep conditioning. I've talked to people before and I asked them, do you deep condition your hair? And they're like, oh no, I just shampoo and put some oil on it. That is not going to help. Our hair likes moisture, and conditioner has lots of moisture and nutrients and things in it that our hair needs to thrive and be able to stay moisturized and not break. Because if your hair is dry, it's going to break off. I'm pretty sure you guys, some of you from time to time may see some of those little short hairs, you know, come out of your comb or in your brush, or, you know, they're on your shirt or whatever. That's breakage, and that's a moisture issue. So deep conditioning can definitely help combat moisture dry issues. Okay, so one thing that I probably haven't really stressed a lot is minimizing heat. Yes, you do deep condition with a sew-in. If you're in a protective style, your hair still needs to be deep conditioned. Yeah, definitely. And I can give you guys some tips on that in another time, but I want to get these tips out so you can at least have like a basis of what you need to do. Okay, so I talk to a lot of people on a regular basis, and I have a lot of new clients come in, and they'll say stuff like, but I need to bump my ends every day because I need to look, you know, presentable. Okay, everybody needs to look presentable, but it depends on like how, I don't know, some people feel like this is not presentable, you know, because my ends are straight or whatever. It just really depends on you. I don't believe that you have to bump your ends every single day. That's just a habit that you've gotten into, a really bad habit, because heat is not necessarily bad altogether. It's the abuse of heat. So if you want your hair to grow long, strong, healthy, and faster, when I say faster, I don't necessarily mean your hair is growing out of your scalp faster. I mean that you're retaining all the length that comes in, so it appears that your hair is growing faster, okay? Because a lot of times people, their hair will grow, but it'll break. And so by the end of the year, say for instance you start your hair journey in January, by the end of the year, you may have less hair because you're doing all the bad stuff to your hair, so it seems like it's growing slow. But if you do the right things to your hair, then it's going to seem like it's growing faster because you're retaining length. You get it? Hi, Candy. Love you too, boo, and welcome. It's so good to have you on my channel. I really love having you here. Okay, so minimizing heat is I would put that at the top of the list because a lot of people abuse heat, whether it be with the blow dryers, whether it be with the flat irons, whether it be with curling irons, whatever. People abuse heat. So I always tell people it's okay to use heat in moderation. If you're using the blow dryer, don't use the blow dryer on super high, okay? Like, I don't know if you guys have been to the Dominican salon, but the only thing they know is super high. So they frying your scalp and your hair at the same time. So you don't want to be using the blow dryer on high heat, and you shouldn't be blow drying too often anyway. Like, our hair is already really dry, so it can't take a blow dry every single day. You know, we need to be trying to keep as much moisture in as possible. So just try to minimize heat, keeping the blow dryer low. And if you can do stretch styles, or you can do braid outs, twist outs, you know, no heat styles. You can do that as well if you can like incorporate that into your regimen. But just minimize the heat. And with the flat irons, do not be using flat irons every day. If you do use a flat iron like in between shampoos, make sure you moisturize your ends first. Make sure you moisturize the ends of your hair first, and then use the flat iron. Don't ever use a flat iron in between shampoos on hair that hasn't been moisturized first, because if not, then it causes your hair to dry out the ends and then breakage. Okay, so minimize the heat. So no flat irons and blow dryers and stuff too regularly. I say if you have to use that type of stuff, only do it on shampoo and deep condition day. Okay, if you have to use heat, only do it on shampoo and deep condition day. So if you're shampooing once a week, then you can use the heat, you know, once a week. If you're shampooing, you know, every other week, then you can use that every other week. Okay. All right. So all right. Another thing too is, and these are in no particular order. Okay, I'm just getting it out here. Be gentle with your hair. That's one thing I have to really stress, because a lot of times people will rip and tear through their hair because they're in a rush. Don't rush with your hair. If you don't have time to properly like comb through your hair and stuff, or detangle your hair, stop and postpone it to another day. Be gentle with your hair. Be gentle when you're shampooing it. Don't rub and scrub your hair and pile it up on top of your head, because it causes tangles. Make sure that you're gently fingering through your hair, gently combing your hair, starting from the bottom up to the roots, or either like I like to do is I like to tap the tangles out and just kind of go down real gentle. So just be really gentle with your hair. It's very, 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 I cannot stress how important being gentle with your hair is. You know, don't rough handle your hair. You know, make sure you moisturize the ends gently. Don't over touch your hair. Just all that type of stuff, because every little tip and detail that I give you is important, because everything that you do right is going to get you closer to your hair goals. You'll be surprised that, you know, you not doing one or two of these things might, you know, cause you to not get to the length that you want to get to. Okay? So another thing is, and I talked about this in a previous video, and that's to tie your hair or wrap your hair up at night. So I'm not going to go into detail about that, because a lot of you have seen that video, but it's important to tie your hair up at night to prevent damage or breakage. And tying your hair up at night, it prevents your ends and the rest of your hair from rubbing up against the pillows and all that. So it protects it. It's almost like a nighttime protective style. A diffuser's fine. It's fine as long as you don't use it too often. It's fine, but it still heats. So just be mindful of that. Okay. Protective styles, since we're on that tip. Since I said a bonnet or a scarf is kind of like protecting your hair at night, like a protective style, let's talk about protective styles. Now, there's semi-protective styles and there are full protective styles. Semi-protective styles are styles that your hair is not completely tied up. Oh, well, that's good, London Ray. Good. Yay! Okay. Semi-protective styles, they're styles that kind of get your hair off of your shoulders, but your hair is still out and exposed to the elements. So it just, you know, protects your hair somewhat from rubbing, but it doesn't protect your hair from like the sun and the wind and the, you know, all that stuff. So that's fine. You know, if your hair is doing fine with that, by all means do it. But I feel personally like if you want to grow your hair to longer lengths, you need to go into full protective styles, whether that be braiding your hair under a wig, whether that be putting your hair in a sew-in, whether that be putting your hair in braids or something like that. Just getting your hair up out of the elements and tucked under something and protected is the best way, in my opinion, to retain as much length as possible, because you're not manipulating the hair as much. And while you're in the protective styles, making sure that you moisturize. Making sure that you moisturize your hair and moisturize on a regular basis. When I say moisturize, like I have a video too about moisturizing under your protective styles, but making sure that you put something underneath whatever your protective style is onto your natural hair, and making sure that it gets moisturized well. Because if not, when you take that protective style down, then what's going to happen is your hair is going to be dry, and then it's going to start breaking during the takedown. So protect your hair, protect the styles, whether it be wigs, braids, weaves, buns. Just make sure that you're moisturizing your hair while you're in it, okay? And moisturize on a regular basis. I like to moisturize, put something on my hair every single day. Some people only like to do it a few times a week, but it's a very important step. I probably need to do like a demo on how to moisturize hair. Well, I do have a demo on how to moisturize hair for natural hair, but I don't think I have one on straight hair. So I probably need to do one on straight hair. And I do have a demo on how to moisturize hair and weave. So you guys, they're on my channel. You can go look at that. And I also created a playlist where you can go in and see videos that are related to hair. So I have all that out there. Now, one thing that people do not want to talk about is dun dun dun, trimming the hair. Nobody wants to trim the hair. People want to go for long periods of time without trimming their hair, and that is not good. Okay, so you've got to trim your hair on a pretty regular basis. Now, depending on how well you take care of your hair, depending on how much heat you use, how much heat you don't use, depending on whether or not you're under I can't say that. Say protective style 3 times. Depending on whether or not you're in a protective style or you're wearing your hair out, you may need trims more often than others. I have some clients who need trims every 8 weeks. I have some clients who can go 6 months. It just really depends on how well you're taking care of your hair and how gentle you're being with your hair and things like that. One thing I like to tell people is, trims are beneficial because they help you retain length. A lot of times people are like, well, I don't want to trim my hair because you're cutting off my length. That's not so. The longer you go without a trim, the more than likely it is that you're going to need a bigger trim when it's time to actually trim. So if you do regular trims, you might only cut a 1/4 inch at a time. But if you do like non-regular trims, you might have to cut 3 or 4 inches at a time. So which one would you rather do? A 1/4 inch at a time or 3 or 4 inches at a time? Yeah. And feet and braids will get fuzzy. They will get fuzzy. That's just part of it. I always tell people what's more important to you, to look fly all the time or for you to have healthy hair. If your hair is in a growing phase, you're going to have times when your hair does not look like 100%. Because I never feel like my hair looks 100%, but look, my hair is healthy, huh? And that's what we need to focus on. Stop worrying about what people think and focus on getting our hair healthy. Now, when we get to our goals, we can start doing all that fancy stuff to our hair, and wearing it out and showing people, having our hair being laid back, fried to the side on occasion. But when you're in the growing phase and when you're in maximum retention mode, when you're in length retention mode, you gotta get over that whole my hair needs to look neat all the time, because it's just not going to. And Tweety, it's fine if you're late. Just glad to have you here. Okay. Another thing that people overlook is eating healthy, drinking plenty of water, and taking supplements, okay? Drinking plenty of water is so important because what you put in comes out. It keeps your hair moisturized, and water equals moisture. A lot of times people be like, I don't want to like shampoo my hair or whatever because it dries my hair out. That is not so. Water is wet. So how can wet dry? Haha. Yeah, so eating healthy. I mean, eating foods that are full of silica, eating foods that are full of protein, vitamin C, all that good stuff that we need. Also, zinc is another thing that I recently found out that we need too for our hair. So all those things, get it in your diet. Silica is very, very important. And if you don't eat right, or you eat semi-healthy, then you can always, by all means, take supplements, because I know I don't eat right all the time. As a matter of fact, I eat wrong more than I eat right. So I take supplements. And another thing too is, if you're taking supplements, make sure you're including iron in the supplements, or, just in case Like if you're taking like a 1-a-day or multivitamin or something, make sure it has iron in it. That's a really good thing to have because it really helps with hair. Hello from Houston. Hey, God bless you, darling. I hope that all is well in Houston. I hope that you and your family and everybody that you know is doing okay. Sending out love and prayers to you. If you were in Toronto, you'd be my stylist for sure. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so very sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, and speaking of supplements, someone asked me to show the Hair Burst vitamins on screen. So I'm getting ready to do that right now because I got my bottle. And I think this is my last bottle. And they do have an expiration date on there. And you know what? This isn't my last bottle. They have an expiration date on here and I had to buy more. These are expired, so forgive that. It says 5/17 on there, and that's the reason why I still have this particular bottle. Yeah, this is what I take, Hair Burst. And let me put it up so you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see that. But these are Hair Burst vitamins. And it comes with 60 capsules, and it has all of the MSM, collagen, silica, biotin, vitamin A, B, C, D, folic acid, all that stuff in there. Does it have zinc? Yeah, it has zinc because this makes me a little sick on my tummy sometimes when I take it. So I make sure I take it with a full stomach or either at night. So this is the Hair Burst vitamin. And let me open it up so you guys can see what they look like. And yes, they are really huge pills, but I know how to swallow pills. So I'm good. So this is the actual pill. Yeah. So let me hold it up to like my fingernail so you can see like the size of it. It's a pretty good sized pill. Wait a minute. Can y'all see that? It's a pretty good sized pill. They work fantastic. I absolutely positively love these vitamins. They're my favorite out of all. And they do have gummies, and somebody actually told me that the gummies work really well. Yeah. And if you guys aren't doing this already, go ahead and give yourself nightly massages or massages to your scalp a few times a week too, because it's very beneficial because it really gets the blood flowing and, gets, to your scalp, and that nourishes your scalp, meaning healthy hair. So just be mindful of that. And you might even get a little bit of a growth spurt too. Yeah. Hi. Hello. And all the people who come in late, hello, hello, hello. I'm talking about 10 tips to help you grow your hair long, strong, and healthy. And if you guys haven't done already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for this channel because I'm doing plenty of these hair growth videos, hair tips videos, and I also have other videos on my channel because I'm an eclectic person and I love to do variety. And I actually have started some comedy recently, so I got a little funny bone. All right, so go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm going to start doing shout outs real soon. Okay. I think that's all of the tips except for this is last but not least. This is last but not least. Love your hair. I cannot stress it enough. Reason being is because most people don't love their hair. They'll say, I love my hair, through their mouth, but then in the next sentence, they're saying, oh, my hair is ugly. Oh, my hair is nappy. So which one is it? Do you love your hair or don't you love your hair? So love your hair. And when I say love your hair, I mean take great care of your hair, eat right, all the things you need to do for your hair. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of times people, they will, hold on. A lot of times people, they will compare their hair to what they see on Instagram. They'll compare, hold on a second, y'all. They'll compare their hair to what they see on Instagram. Hi. They'll compare their hair to what they see on YouTube, what they see like in person, whatever. Do not compare your hair to what you see because what you see is not necessarily what you get. Okay, guys, give me a yes or no or even a thumbs up or a thumbs down and tell me how many of you compare your hair to other people. I'm just going to give you a second to think about that. How many of you compare your hair to other people? I know I used to in the past before I learned to love my own hair. And my hair is fine. It's more on the fine side. And I do a lot of times wear weaves for thickness. You know, a lot of times I put clip-ins and stuff in. My hair is on the fine side, but I love my hair. I treat my hair well. I take care of my hair. I say good things about my hair, and I encourage other people to do that too. You can't swallow pills, Ashley? Oh, let me show you the hair massager that I use on occasion. This is it. And I think I got this on Amazon. I'm not sure. I forget. See, y'all be comparing your hair. Stop it. Stop comparing your hair. Stop comparing your hair. Because what happens is you're comparing your hair to a standard that you might not be able to reach. It's like when you're looking through magazines and you can tell that a picture of somebody is photoshopped. And so you start comparing your hair to the Photoshop picture, and it's unrealistic expectations because you don't know what they did in that picture to get that way. I saw the most beautiful thing when I went to the mall the other day. I saw it was at American Eagle. And it was a print ad that they had of some ladies that were like modeling the lingerie. And on the pictures were like 2 or 3 girls. This is $20. I don't know what it's called though. It's just a scalp massager. It was 2 or 3 girls, and in the pictures they were showing them unedited. I loved it. They had stretch marks. They had beauty marks all over their skin, all over their legs, and they looked gorgeous. That's how we look. Regular. We don't look like these Photoshop pictures you see out here all the time. Neither does our hair, because just because you see a hair ad does not mean that what you see is what you get, because they could be throwing a couple of tracks up in there, or even the people on Instagram. I've seen plenty of times they throw some tracks up in there, you know, and it is what it is. So don't compare your hair to other people, because it doesn't serve you any purpose, because what's going to happen is if your hair is never like theirs, you're never going to be satisfied with your hair. And that is not cool at all. That is not cool at all. So yeah, I was just thinking, I have the same massage brushes from Body Goods. You know what? I've had it like a year, so I don't know where I got it from. I don't know where I got it from. I may have gotten it on a discount from Vitacost. Yes, I got one of those that feels so good. I haven't used it in a while because I've been in a weave, and I'm not going to massage my scalp while I'm in a weave. So no. Yeah. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm getting my notes. Vanity Planet, I meant for the brush. Yeah. So you can use your fingers. You don't have to use this fancy stuff that I'm using. You have one too, Carol? Yeah. Hold on a second, y'all. All right. Yes, it's good that you know your hair is different from everybody else's. So let me go over my notes and make sure I didn't miss anything, because I'll miss stuff. Normally I like preach really hard for a long period of time, but you guys seem like you're kind of getting it, you know? And as I said before, we're talking about length retention. Length retention, not growing, because our hair grows all the time. So we don't want to focus on that. We want to focus on keeping what we have come in, okay? Hold on a second. Yeah, we want to focus on what's coming in. Okay. Let me see if I missed anything. Hands get tired, girl. Plus, that looks like it feels good on the scalp. It gets deeper penetration. It does get deeper penetration. It really does. I would love for my husband to like massage my scalp every night, but he ain't get ready to do that. He's busy working all the time. So I don't really get a chance to get my scalp massages that much. Okay. Okay. Vanity Planet. Vanity, is it Vanity Planet? It's $20. I bought it so long ago, I don't remember where I got it from. Yeah. You just got mine shipped in today. Oh, another thing too. Every time I excuse me, y'all, I come on, somebody asked me about the my Amazon affiliate store. They're getting ready to shut the Amazon affiliate store down, so I can't place products in there anymore because they're getting ready to shut it down next month. So boo-hoo on that. They said it wasn't making enough profit or revenue or whatever. So did anybody have any questions for me? I'm opening the floor for questions because I know I probably missed some because I was trying to get my points out. Or online at Walmart. Yep. Ooh. Chasing Rapunzel, do you have a question for me? You were sweet. She gave me a $20 super cash. Uh-oh. This must be a serious question. While she's typing, I'm gonna go on ahead and answer and look at some more questions. So what do you have to say? That's a good price. I've heard about Vanity Planet. Do you know if the eyelash serum on Hairburst website works well? I've never used the eyelash serum. I need to though, cause my eyelashes are crazy. Like crazy ridiculous. Do you have a question for me, Chaser Rapunzel? Y'all, this is sweet. Somebody really loved me. What do you think about As I Am products? Oh, they're fine. They're just expensive. I've used them in the past, and they moisturize well, but they're I don't know. Their stuff's too expensive. They go on sale at Sally's sometimes, but it's too expensive. Their stuff is like double everybody else's stuff, so you have to get it on sale. So May, your edges are not like what you want. So what's wrong with your edges? What would you say to someone? I'm sorry. What? Hold on. What are some cute, protective, natural hairstyles? Well, I'm the type of person that I like weaves, period. But I'm not really into like doing the whole natural protective styles. I did it one time where like the little twist or whatever, but oh, hold up. So because Chasing Rapunzel, she gave me a super cash, I'm going to go ahead and answer her question. Hi, Tamika. I've never had long hair ever. As a child, it was short. It's short as even as an adult. Can my hair grow to bra strap length now, even though my hair has never been long? Okay. So that's a valid question. A lot of times people think that because they didn't have long hair as a child, they can't have long hair as an adult. That's a very, very valid question. You never really know how long your hair can get to because you never had long hair. So you can, as an adult, have long hair, even though you didn't have long hair as a child. But, and I'm not sure if you've been on my other videos, whatever, but it just takes time and patience to get there. So I don't know what was going on as a child that you didn't have long hair. It could have been like, you know, too tight styles. It could have been like rough handling of the hair. It could have been, you know, just some of the things that you were doing wrong with your hair. But if you follow these hair care tips that I'm giving you, as far as, especially the ones in this video, and I'm doing a series, and we're going to be going through hair care tips, you know, from until we can get like this information out here. But if your hair was like, when I was a child, my hair was like ear length. And so, well, not really ear length, but it was more like right here, like chin length or whatever. And I never really thought that my hair grew long either, but it has grown long as an adult. So it has nothing to do with whether or not your hair was long as a child. You can still have long hair as an adult. Most people's hair will grow up to 6 inches a year, regardless of what race you are. A lot of times people, they're like, oh, Indian people hair grow faster, or white people hair grow faster. That's not necessarily the issue. The issue is everybody has like a different, what do you call it? I can't think of it. I'm having like a brain fart here. Like growth cycle. So some people's growth cycles are 4 years. Some people's growth cycles 6 years, 10 years, or whatever. And some people have long growth cycles, so it seems like their hair is growing faster, but it really isn't. It's just that their growth cycle is allowing their hair to get a lot more growth in it as compared to somebody with a shorter growth cycle. So I have seen people who are black get up to 2 inches a month. Like I've seen a person, they cut their hair like to their chin, and like, you know, 3 months later it's down here. So it really doesn't have anything to do with race or anything. It's just more about genetics. So if people in your family have fast growing hair, more than likely you're going to have fast growing hair. So yeah, if you did have short hair as a child, by all means you can have long hair as an adult. So I hope that answered your question. I hope that it did. Yeah. All right. What am I seeing here? Okay. I don't go to shops, and I don't like women on the streets doing my braids. I feel like they damage my hair because they braid however they want. That is so true. Oh my gosh, they braid too tight. I mean, I saw a picture on Instagram where the braid was so tight that you actually saw like almost blood coming up through the scalp. Ah, it's terrible. So yeah, if you ever go to a braid shop and you even feel like they're braiding your hair too tight, stop them, pay them what you owe them, and leave, because it's just going to cause damage later on down the line, and you don't want to have to go through that. Okay? I have heard vegetable glycerin is good as a moisturizer. I'm not really a big fan of glycerin as a moisturizer. It's okay. A little bit of it, because glycerin is a humectant, but a lot of times it will make the hair feel sticky if it's overused. So just be mindful that you need to use it sparingly. Okay. Is yarn wool can hold your hair a lot, because I would I don't understand your question, May. Your mom keeps putting yarn in your hair, so is she banding your hair? I heard that banding is good for protective style, but you got to be careful when you take it down. Yeah. Your hair does grow every year. So most people get up to 6 inches of growth per year. All right? Yeah, most people get up to 6 inches of growth per year. Yeah. Some people get less, some people get more. I've had a year when I actually got 9 inches, but it was with me doing like all different types of tips and tricks and techniques to get it there. But I've actually got 9 inches in a year. Yeah. Okay. How do I grow out my edges that are left in the sew-in? Try not to manipulate them, and make sure you moisturize them every single day with something. Yeah, and don't put heat on them. Y'all got to stay away from heat. Any more questions for me? And thanks again, Tracy Rapunzel, for that super cash. That's definitely going to help out with everything that I'm doing, because it's very appreciated that somebody would think so much of me that they would give me, I guess in a sense, a tip. A monetary tip for me. That was very nice. Thank you very much. Okay. And I know that I probably missed some of you guys' comments and questions. So if you guys want to repeat those, by all means do that. But I was just trying to get my points out, so I couldn't see everything as I was talking. Well, if your hair is banded, then when it's taken down, you are going to have some shedding. That's normal because it's a protective style. I didn't see that. How do you fix over moisturized hair? With a protein conditioner. Yeah, you balance it with protein. And yes, you can over moisturize your hair, but the likelihood of doing that is low. The grow your hair overnight egg oil thing that we keep talking about, I would say just once a month, just to be on the safe side. But I think you could probably do it up to twice a month. But just make sure that you're following everything up with a moisturizing conditioner. That's very important. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yes, I am taking new clients, Nisha. I am. So if you guys want to, you can give me a call. I'm gonna put my phone number in. And you can call me. And if I don't answer, leave a message, or you can text me. I do take appointments via text as well. And we can set something up. So what do you want me to do to your hair, or what would you like? How should I do the protein? I notice my hair is super soft but dry and frizzy. My blowouts don't come out the same. Oh yeah, you definitely need some protein. Definitely, if your blowouts are staying frizzy. Definitely. It depends on how often you're doing your blowouts. You might want to, in the beginning, do it every couple of weeks, like a light protein. I like the Matrix product. The Matrix So Long is a really good product. It comes in a red and black bottle. It's really good for that type of stuff. Cuteness, your hair's going a lot. Oh, thank you. You mean my weave? How you doing? No, but my hair is I think like the same length as his weave. I think so. Thank you. Yes. If you guys are new, welcome. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, please. Don't be reluctant to trim your hair because it's going to backfire on you. Just find somebody that you trust, or either go watch my video where I do the self-trim and trim it yourself. That way you don't have to worry about scissor happy stylists. I'm not a big fan of using food in your hair, Derica. I really am not. Hey girl. Hey cuteness. Yeah. I'm not. I just like products. But if you do want to use mayonnaise in your hair, it's fine. I mean, if that's all you have, it's fine. But just make sure you follow it up with a moisturizing conditioner, okay? That's very important. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Yes, I can do that. Okay. Is it easy to trim your own hair? Yes, it is. It's just that you have to take your time and make sure you have a really sharp pair of scissors or shears. Okay. How do you retain length? By treating your hair with care, moisturizing your hair, shampoo and deep condition your hair, and all the tips that I've used here is how you retain length. Are keratin treatments safe? They are, depending on what type you get and how often you get them and how it's done. Thank you, Erica. Yes. And this weave is going on 6 weeks old, if you guys are curious. Somebody said in another thing where my weave looked flat, and I like flat weaves. I don't like bulky weaves. I like for them to look like my hair. Yeah, because there's no sense in, I can't wear that Hollywood looking stuff. I want to become a client, but my hair is so damaged that I'm nervous to let you see it. Okay, glass gloss. I'm going to tell you something. I have seen every type of damage under the sun. Trust me, your hair probably is not as bad as anything I've ever seen. So call me. I won't laugh. This is a serious matter. Don't be too embarrassed to get help. That's pride. Stop. Don't be prideful. Call me up. I will help you. If you need help if your hair is that damaged, you need help that bad, you need to call me. Because, we get you on a healthy hair care growing journey, and 2 years later your hair be swinging, and you're like, Tamika, thank God I made that call. So do it. Do it. If you had thick hair as a child, can you get thickness back, if that makes sense? Okay, let me say something about that. Okay, it depends on why your hair has thinned. If it's thin because of abuse or overprocessing and things like that, by all means, you can get the thickness back. One thing I do want to say is, I don't know how old you are, cuteness, but the older you get, the more your hair thins out. So it's like, if you're my age, I'm over 40. So if you're my age, your hair is not going to be as thick as it was when you're 25. It just starts thinning out just a little bit. But I mean, that's just a natural age progression. But it can still be thick though. I have clients who are my age and older, and they have thick hair, but they always say my hair is not as thick as it used to be. Okay, does it matter what scissors you use? It does matter. Very sharp ones. Don't use scissors that have been lying around your house and you use to cut everything else. Don't do that. You can use scissors. You don't have to have stylish shears. They're expensive. They're going to run you hundreds of dollars. Okay, cuteness, you're 49. Okay, fabulous. How you doing? Fabulous and 40. Okay, go buy you a new pair, or you can go to Walmart and they have like trimming shears. Go buy you a new pair, and you guard those puppies and don't let nobody else touch them, and you use them only to trim your hair. Okay? If you go get you a pair of scissors that look like this, it's fine. But don't use them for anything but cutting your hair. Don't use them to cut paper. Don't use them to cut thread. Use them to cut hair only, okay? All right. If I missed your question, type it back in. Yes, you use oil for hair massages. Yes. Okay, I've been wearing sew-ins for over a year and have seen very little growth. No type breaking. Oh, I'm so frustrated. Okay, let me ask you this. When you're in your sew-in, do you feel new growth underneath your sew-in? If you do, then you have growth. You just don't have retention. And a lot of times it's because there's something that's going on within the weave that you're not doing, or that you need to do, or something like that. Yeah, so it's something going on that's causing your hair to not retain length, Nisha. Okay? Okay. Tara, I would not say that your hair is dry from menopause. I would say it's dry from the color and heat damage. Yeah. Delora, no, I did not, ma'am. I have to go take a look. I didn't watch it. Okay. Yeah. I have so much going on. And I have so many videos to get caught up on. Y'all, my watch later list is like a mile long. Literally, I've been so busy. Yeah. Nisha, retention's my problem. Very itchy scalp. Yeah. Yeah, definitely focus more on retention than growth, because your hair is going to grow regardless. Blocked out of service ink. What to use for daily moisture? It depends on whether your hair is natural or straight, but products I like: grapeseed oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, apricot kernel oil, and any of the Camille Rose line is fantastic. I love Camille Rose. Let me type that in. I love Camille Rose. Their products are amazing. Thank you. Love you too, sweetie. It's Sarah. Love you too. God bless you, darling. I have color damage on my ends. Should I trim the hair to help it grow? I have curly hair. I can see split ends from dry to the end. First of all, your hair is growing. Let's stop saying trim to grow. Trimming doesn't make your hair grow. It's all about length retention. If your ends are splitting, you need to trim, period. If you hold on to it, then the splits will travel up the shaft and you'll have more splits and you'll have to trim more. Thank you, it's Sarah. Okay. Okay, everybody asked all the questions I had, but should I perm twice a year or no? And before sew-in. Okay, never relax your hair just before you get a sew-in done. Back in the day when I did have a lot of relaxed clients, if they got their relaxer done, like around sewing time, I would make them wait 3 or 4 weeks before they put the sewing in. So wait, if you're relaxing your hair, wait about 3 or 4 weeks and then put your sewing in, because when the hair is freshly relaxed, is in a more weakened state, and you don't want to like braid it down and sew it down and stuff, after that, because you don't want to damage the hair further. Because relaxers, in a sense, is damaging the hair. It's not really, it's not as bad as it sounds when I say it's damaging the hair, but it really takes out all of the curl pattern and everything out of the hair to get it straight. So do not do a relaxer and a sew-in on the same day or the same week. Wait till next month. Is it bad if I don't trim my hair but it still grows and I take care of it? Just don't trim it as often, but you still need to do maintenance trims. Okay? Yeah, you have to trim on occasion. Don't go like long periods of time without trimming your hair. But as I said before, I have some clients who only trim their hair twice a year. And I've actually gone as long as 9 months without trimming somebody's hair. Yeah. Delisha, I actually have a video on moisturizing your hair underneath the weave. If you'll go watch that, there's plenty of information, and it's a full demo on how to do that. And it's very simple and very effective. I do not advise to sew down a wig simply because it's sewn down and you can't get underneath to be able to moisturize your hair. So I wouldn't advise it unless you're doing it like temporary. Say, for instance, if you had to go somewhere and you want to make sure your wig stayed on, then you can sew it down, but make sure you unsew it. Yeah, I have sewn down wigs before, and I've actually sewn down my own wig before. Like, especially if I'm going to revival at church or something, I know I'm going to be shouting all over everywhere, and I need for my wig to stay on because I ain't trying to be up on YouTube, up on Instagram, and somebody posting a picture of me with my wig on the floor. So I would sew it down for something like that, but unsew it. Did I miss any questions? I probably did. So I'll give you guys a chance to type up your questions. All right. Who keeps going in and out? It's like 9 o'clock at night and my kids are going in and out the door. That's crazy. Okay, Tara. My hair is natural and I put a full weave in to begin regrowing and retention. And I know the heat and color is causing damage, but what do I do about gray hairs? You love them and accept them for what they are. No, a lot of my clients struggle with gray hair. And what you said you're in a full weave. What we do is we put like a rinse, which is fine. Rinses are fine. We put a rinse onto the hair that's left out and leave the other hair alone. So if you want to put a rinse on it, it's fine to cover your gray. You're welcome, Delisha. Do you recommend any Instagram black-owned products? Nah, I've tried a few and I haven't found anything on Instagram that I actually like so far. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, any comb recommendations? I like the Cricut. It's not a shower comb. What is that? I wish I had it here with me so I could show you guys. Oh, I have one here. Any comb that looks like this is fine. Okay? Any comb that looks like this is fine. And this is a Paul Mitchell comb. And it's a wide tooth comb. And I use this on all my clients. And I also have the Cricut comb that's like this too. Oh, and how many inches of hair do you need to do a sew-in? I need at least 4. Okay? How can you get retention? What does that mean? Sorry, I didn't have a definition. Retention is just keeping all of the hair that grows in. That means that you're taking care of the ends so they don't break off, and so you're retaining. Retention, retain, keep. You're keeping all the hair that comes in. So that's why I always tell people, get your retention game on point. So if your retention game on point, then all that grows in is going to stay on the ends. Yeah. And if you continue to watch the videos, Ashley, then you'll learn tips on retention, because I talk about it in like every video. And then you can go back and rewatch, because I have probably 5 or 6 videos up already in the series. So you can go back and rewatch those videos and get more tips, and even rewatch this one. I put Ricky's time and how should we stay in? Okay, protective style should stay in no longer than 8 weeks, whether it be braids, wigs, weaves, they should stay in no longer than 8 weeks. Because after the 8 weeks, and you run into like matting and tangling, which equals damage and breakage. So you want to steer clear of that as much as possible. For us, I believe it's better to trim dry. And not because we can't trim wet, it's just that wet hair is, it deceives you a little bit. Because wet hair stretches out. So if you cut like a ½ inch wet, it might be 3/4 minutes dry. So I prefer to trim dry. That way I can see exactly what I'm doing. It's already stretched. Renee, my hair seems to carry a nice amount of static. Any suggestions or thoughts on what may be causing that? Girl, what you rubbing your feet up against? I don't know. Just make sure your hair is moisturized. That's the only thing I can think of. Because a lot of times static happens when dry rubs up against dry. So just make sure it's moisturized. Devin, come here. Devin. Sorry, y'all. That's my son. Who keeps going in and out? Alrighty then. Tell me later. All right. I hope they don't have no ghost story to tell me. Okay. You're fine. What do you need? Oh, he's coming to say hey to me. My baby girl came to give me a kiss. Are there things that you recommend as far as what goes in your body grow hair? And I talked about it previously, making sure that you eat right. I mean, if you want me to break it down, spinach, any green leafy vegetables, salads, nuts, salmon, you know, that type of stuff. Lots of proteins, lots of veggies, stuff like that. Lots of water. And I'm getting ready to drink some now. Yeah. Nuts, beans, things like that. Just keep it healthy and try to stay away from the processed foods. You're welcome, Renee. All right, y'all. Chock full of questions. And I'm sure, and forgive me if I didn't see any of you, all of you guys' questions. Yes, moisturizing straight styles. I'm actually going to have to put a video up about that, because I know a lot of times, like, I can sit here and explain this stuff, but a lot of people, and I'm one of those people, I learn from seeing. Like, I can learn from listening too, but I learn from seeing, so I'm probably going to have to do a demo of that so you guys can see. And I also, like, these tips that I'm giving you tonight, well, this video is going to be up, but I think I talked a little bit more detail about it when I have another video that's giving you, like, the same thing, tips to grow your hair, and I talk a little bit more detail about it. It's like a 20-minute long video. Thank you, DeWanda. You're very welcome. Hi, Jen. How are you, dear? How are you doing? It's so good to have you on. How's the kids? Okay. Rowan. Is putting oil treatment and rinsing it every day bad for your hair? Or should I go like a week on and week off, something like that? What do you mean by oil treatments? Do you mean hot oil treatments? They're not necessary. And I just had somebody earlier mention to me a hot oil treatment. That is so old school, y'all. You don't have to do that unless you just want to do like a pre-poo. But to me, pre-poos aren't necessary either. People, they just, I don't know. People just be adding stuff in. I don't know. Like all this extra stuff that people are doing their hair. I'm just like, why? Because, I mean, I have so many clients with long hair and we don't do any of that stuff. So, is putting oil treatment and rinsing it every day bad for your hair? Are you saying you moisturize your hair, then rinse it every day? I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what the question is, Rawan. Can you like rephrase that or give me some more detail? Okay, Nisha, can you get sew-ins back to back? Yes, you can. If they are done properly, if they are taken down properly, if you're caring for your hair while you're in the week, you can get them back to back. I would say 90% of my clients that do healthy hair makeovers wear back-to-back weaves. And we're talking about not just a couple of back-to-back weaves, we're talking about for 2, 3, or 4 years. So yes, you can. Okay, and you're very welcome. Apogee is my best friend. No, it's not my best friend, but I do use Apogee on occasion because it's really good for rebuilding the hair when you're having issues. Yes, but you have to, if you're using Apogee, if you're using the 3-step protein treatment, I don't know about the other products, but if you're using 3-step protein treatment, you've got to make sure you follow up with an intense moisture treatment. If not, your hair will break. What can I do to my hair so it can retain moisture while still taking the meds? Probably just moisturize more often. I've heard some people say they have to do it twice a day. Yeah. Christina, you've never heard of pre-poo? A lot of people do it. They'll condition their hair and let it sit on and then shampoo their hair, then condition their hair. And I'm just like, you ain't got to do all that. Or they'll do a hot oil treatment or some other type of treatment or a mask or something and then shampoo their hair. Then you don't have to do all that. Yeah. What's a good oil for massaging your scalp? Black castor oil is great. What you say? It seems like a waste of oil. How often should we do protein treatment? It depends on what your hair's needs are. If you're heat styling your hair on a regular basis, like I would say every time you heat style. If you're relaxing, I would say every relaxer, or depending on how often you get your relaxers. If you're stretching relaxers, I would say probably at least once a month, or everybody probably once a month, but make it a light protein treatment. And I love steam treatments, but they're not necessary. But they really infuse moisture into the hair, especially if your hair is super dry. They really do help a lot. I used to do them on clients, but now that I have moved into my salon suite, I don't have room for a steamer, so I don't offer that service anymore. Wash your hair while in braids. Once every 2 weeks or once a week is fine, just however often you want to wash it. Deshaun, I have not done videos on installing weaves. That's one thing that I'm not willing to show on video. That's something that I'm leaving for people who are licensed stylists because there's certain things that I do that I don't necessarily want to share with the public, unfortunately. I mean, I give you guys like all my information, but that's one thing, the weaves, I'm not willing to share on camera. You would actually literally have to become a mentor of mine and pay me to be able to see that technique. Okay. Yes, please talk about natural products versus non-natural products such as Joyco if you haven't already. A lot of naturals don't understand the differences and believe one is better than the other. I really don't believe one is better than the other. Well, natural products, like products that don't contain like sulfates and preservatives and chemicals and stuff like that, that would just be products that are made up of things you can find in your kitchen. That's what I would consider natural products. I don't really think one is better than the other. I really think it depends more on what's best for your lifestyle. So I know a lot of vegans, they don't want to put chemicals and stuff in their hair, so they'll use like natural products that don't have chemicals and preservatives and sulfates and stuff in it. But it really does not matter. I don't use natural products in my salon, and we definitely like do very well with the non-use of natural products. We do extremely well. We do excellent. Olaplex, I have not used that product yet, and simply because it's not cost effective. It's too expensive for me to use. I would have to jack my prices up double to be able to use Olaplex in my salon. It's so not worth it. What's good for itchy scalp? I like to just take a little carrier oil, like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, and put a few drops of peppermint oil or tea tree oil in it, and then, you know, mix it up, massage it onto your scalp 2 or 3 times a week. Another thing too is any of the sulfur-based products, any of the sulfur-based oils you can put on your scalp, and those are really good for your scalp too, because they help with itchy scalp. They help with any scalp issues you might be having, because some people, they have the scalp issue where they have the dry, flaky scalp, but it's not dandruff, and you have to see your dermatologist about it. But if you use like the sulfur-based oils, then that'll help you with that, because I've actually gotten feedback from clients about that. Deshaun, okay, I don't understand completely. What don't you understand? How much is the mentoring? We would have to discuss that privately. If you want to email me, I will type my email in and we can talk about it. And this email is just for mentoring. Do not email me here with hair questions because I will not answer you. Okay. My favorite intense moisture treatment would be, do I have it? Oh goodness, I don't have it on me. The Joico Intense, what's it called? Let me see if I can find the name of it so I can give y'all the name of it. This is the bomb.com Intense. It's called the Joico. I'm gonna type it in. Joico Intense Hydrator. Am I spelling hydrator right? Hydrator. That's it. That is my favorite of all times, and it's very rich and thick, and it's great for, especially after you've done like a really heavy protein treatment. It's fantastic for that because it will make sure your hair does not break. But it's also really good if you haven't been doing like moisture treatments for a while and you need something on your hair. It's really good to really infuse that moisture back into your hair. I love it. Yes. Yep. So are there any questions that I did not answer, y'all? Charges in my head, not my heart, because I can't see everything. The questions come in, and while I'm answering one question, I get another, so I'm so sorry. I don't mean to ignore anybody or anything like that. It's just a lot going on here. Oh, what do I see something here? My hair break off if it's not braided up. What can I do to stop it? You're going to have to give me a little bit more background information about what you're doing to your hair. But all routines, if you're not doing anything to your hair, if you don't know where to start, all routines start with a shampoo day. And I probably need to break this down in the video. Like, tell people exactly what you need to do step by step. All routines start with a shampoo day. Say, for instance, if your hair has been damaged and broken off for a long period of time, and you say, today, I want to start a healthy hair regimen. The first thing you would do is detangle your hair, and then you would shampoo your hair, and then you would deep condition your hair. Those are the very first things you do when you're starting a healthy hair journey. And then you build from there. So it's all about finding the right shampoo and conditioner for your hair first and foremost, okay? All right. Any more questions for me, ladies and gents? I know some gents on here. Ladies and gents. People of all races. Yes. I love answering the questions. And if I don't get a chance to answer your questions here, by all means, you can put them in the comments. Okay. I get confused when I do a protein treatment versus a regular moisture deep conditioner. When do you incorporate it? And what is the best protein treatment? Thank you in advance. Okay, natural. Let me see if I can break it down for you. Okay. And how do you normally wear your hair? Do you normally wear your hair straight or do you normally wear it natural styles? Okay, so, oh, you're very welcome, Ashley. Oh, you're very welcome, Renee. The Joico Intense Hydrator is intense, so that means it's heavy. Okay, so the protein treatment is more like shampoo, and then, you know, you rinse off your shampoo and stuff, then you put your protein treatment on, sit under dry 15 minutes, and then you rinse it off. And a lot of times, if it's a light protein conditioner, like the Joico K-Pack Reconstruct that I use, I don't follow that up with moisture because it has enough moisture in it. But other protein treatments may not, and so I follow those up with a really quick moisturizing conditioner, not like sit in the dryer, but you've already been in the dryer, so you don't need to go again with that particular conditioner. So you just kind of like finger it through, massage it in, and then rinse it out. You ever going to do a pop-up shop for your salon services? That would be cute. But yeah, so if you're doing light protein, you could just incorporate it once a month if you're not sure. But protein is not as necessary as you think unless you're doing relaxers or chemicals or straightening your hair a lot. Okay? You're very welcome, Ashley. Natural urine TWA stage. Ha! Okay. Georgia. I keep it braided up, micro for 10 years, but when I leave it down, it starts to break off. But I condition. Are you moisturizing your hair while you're in the braids? Or are you moisturizing your hair while you're out of the braids? Are you deep conditioning your hair? Your hair shouldn't break off when it comes out of braids. That's not normal. I'm sorry. Cuteness, the Joico products didn't work for your hair, and that's fine because every product does not work for everybody. But just make sure, and I said it before, anytime you try a new product to clarify first and make sure you're using the products generously, okay? A lot of times products don't work right because you have not clarified and you have not used enough of them. So just be mindful of that as well. If you don't want to use the Joico again, go on ahead, if you're using something else, just go on ahead and make sure you're using enough of it and clarifying before you start. VRX, I'm natural and I love doing twist outs. So you think it's bad for wearing my hair out every day? If you've met your goal length, then you can do whatever you want to your hair as far as that's concerned. But if you're trying to go into maximum retention mode, then you need to put your hair up. Braid outs and twist outs are great low manipulation styles. And if it's working for you, fine. But if you're on a hair growing journey, I'm recommending you tie your hair up sometimes. Rawan. I meant when I'm growing my hair, I put oil and massage it into the scalp. It gets really greasy, so I have to wash it. Is that bad for my hair if I have to do that daily? Okay, if you have already greasy hair, then you don't need to oil your hair every single day. You probably need to slow your roll on the oil and probably do it on just an as needed basis. And you probably just need to do it mainly focusing on the ends of your hair. Don't use if your scalp is oily. I wouldn't put oil on your scalp to massage it. I would just massage it without it. Or either maybe put like a drop of oil on your fingers or something, not a lot, and just massage it in. You're welcome, Natural. Ashley, I have one more question. What is a good protein for hair? Does it matter if I have curly? And if I haven't used heat in almost a year, can I straighten it to see? Yeah, you can. Length checks are great. Go on ahead and straighten it so you can see your length. Once a year is fine. If you want to do it twice a year, that'd be fine too. And I'm going to keep saying it again. The protein I like is a very light protein, and it will be the Joico K-Pack. I do use other proteins in the salon, but I love the Joico K-Pack. It's amazing. Okay, Ontario. Hi, I remember you. The last time you were live, I asked you a question about breakage. There were more long strands than short falling out. Well, it sounds like that's shedding. Yeah, it sounds like that's shedding, and it's normal for hair to shed. Yeah, but just to try to prevent hair falling out or shedding, do scalp massages. That's one thing that helps like prolong the hair from falling out, and also just making sure that you're eating right, have plenty of iron in your diet, stuff like that. Oh, you're welcome, cuteness. You're awesome too, darling. Thank you. What recommendations do you have for moisture masks, Alicia? A moisture mask. Oh gosh, y'all know what I'm getting ready to say. I'm gonna say Joico because that's pretty much all I use. But Biolodge has some really great products too. I've used their is it their hydrating balm? That one's really good. But the Joico Intense Hydrator is really good for moisture. Like to me, that's the best. Another one too that I have not said too, and I haven't used it in a while, but I used it like religiously, is Paul Mitchell Supercharged. That bad boy is so good. And I stopped using it because it just wasn't readily available. And I need things where I can just go pick them up. I don't like to run out of things. So I would say the Paul Mitchell Supercharged, and then the Biolodge hydrating mask, and then the Joico Intensive. Is it Intense Hydrator? Yeah, the Joico Intense Hydrator. I can't get these names right. Okay, what are your thoughts about the FG Keratin and green tea moisturizer spray? I don't like it. I tried to use it time and time again. It just makes the hair feel And I use it sparingly too, and it just makes the hair not feel right to me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But every time I've ever used it, I don't like it. So, but if it's something you want to use, I mean, if it works fine for your hair, then by all means. If your growth cycle is every 4 years, it's possible for you to grow your hair long. Absolutely. That's waist length hair. That's waist length hair. Yeah. The people who you see who have hair like to their butts and to their thighs and to the floor and stuff, they have like 7 to 10 year hair growing cycles. And there is a such thing as what do you call it? I can't think of it. You're welcome. I was gonna say, what do they call it when your hair stops growing? What is that? I forget. I'm having a brain fart, I guess, because I'm kind of tired. But yeah, I do get perms in my hair, but I'm trying to follow your advice for length and health. Oh, that's fine. If you get relaxers, it's nothing wrong with that, because the thing people don't understand is hair is hair is hair is hair. It doesn't matter. Hair is made out of protein. Now, they say scientifically black hair doesn't have a medulla and everybody else's hair does. That might be the reason why we have more hair issues than everybody else, because we don't have like that core like other races do. But hair is made out of protein, so hair needs protein, hair needs moisture. So whether or not your hair is relaxed or natural doesn't matter, because hair is hair. Hair is hair regardless of what race you are. Hair is hair regardless of, whether you're male or female, whether you get relaxers or color or whatever, or whether you're natural. Hair is hair. So you pretty much, like all the products I mentioned, like I mentioned a lot of products, and I'm pretty sure like out of all of them, somebody can find one of those that will actually work for their hair. But if you don't, then hey, yeah. Delisha, wow, you're like a hair encyclopedia. Oh, I got so much popping off in here. Sometimes I forget things. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fine if you get them twice a year. That's perfect, actually. I really love it when people stretch relaxers. I really do. I think it's very beneficial. I do wear a weave. I'm actually wearing a weave right now, Maclean. It is so good to see you, Jen. Did you recognize that picture in the what do you call it? The thumbnail? So good to have you on. Hope the family's doing well. Okay. All right. No, it's not the Telegen. That's not. I'm not talking about that. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look this junk up, and it's just because I'm trying to do here. Here. I'm trying to look it up. Oh, I'm typing it in. Do any of you guys know this term? It sounds like dun dun dun. I can't find it, but I just remembered. I knew I remember it. The term is terminal length that I've been trying to give you guys. When your hair growing cycle stops, it's called terminal length. I'm going to look into that protein you mentioned. I'm going to Amazon right now. That's right. Go to Amazon. Yeah, terminal length is when your hair reaches its maximum growth cycle. And most people have at least 4 years. That's waist length hair. Waist length hair. Do you know how long waist length hair is? That's all the way down. Look, that's all the way down here. That's all. Look, wait, that's not my waist. It's all the way down here. That's waist length hair. Usually about 3 years to get the bra strap, depending on how fast your hair grows. Now, I do have a lot of clients who are slow growers. They just are. They only get that 1/4 inch. But you can still get pretty long lengths even though you're a slow grower. But usually to bra length, it varies on person to person, because I'm going to explain something to you guys. Okay, and this is another thing. I did not look it up. Sorry, Mary. I did, but I couldn't find what I needed. It wasn't a lot of information out there. So I'm going to have to keep looking when I have like time. But let me explain something to you guys. Say, for instance, you have two people, same height, and they both shave their hair bald. But you have one person who is short-waisted, meaning that their torso is this long, and then you have another person who is long-waisted, meaning their torso is this long. So, the growth cycle. So, we have two people, same height, starting their hair growing journeys at the same time. Their hair is growing at the same rate. They're gaining the same amount of length. But the person who has a shorter torso reaches waist length faster than the person who has a longer torso. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? So don't compare your hair, because somebody who has a shorter torso may get to waist length faster than somebody with a longer torso. And it's kind of frustrating because it seems like it takes a person with a longer torso to get to waist length as compared to somebody with a short torso. So don't compare your hair journey to somebody else's. I'm just saying that because I'm one of those people with a long torso, and it takes me forever to get the bra strap, forever to get the mid back. It takes me like the extra 6 months or more. So yeah. Okay. How long does the cycle last? It depends on the person. But most people, on average, have about 4 years in their hair growing cycle. Deshaun Sherry, your knowledge and wisdom on hair has been a blessing for me on my hair journey. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. All righty. Y'all, I'm up here. It's getting late. I'm starting to get sleepy up in here. I have to go edit videos. Do any of y'all know that YouTube is a full-time job? We make it look easy, but it's not easy. There's so much preparation that goes into doing even just this type of video. Like the thumbnail itself, that can be an hour of work that I have to do before I even start a live video. I just thought I'd put that out there. I'm just venting. Any more questions from you guys? Any more questions? Any more questions? Yes. I'm going to give people like 60 more seconds to type in their questions. Do grow mega growth oil. How do I feel about it? Dan. You know what? I've never used it, nor have I ever heard of it. But generally, the growth oils, they'll give you like a spurt of growth, and you have to use them like on a regular basis to get the results from them. So, I mean, oils are great for the hair, so hey, use it. It's probably fantastic. I've never heard of it though. Where do you purchase that? You guys don't have any more questions for me? Is there anybody who had a question that I did not answer? I'm putting it out there, y'all. Oh, another thing too. Yes, this is a full weave I'm wearing. This is a full weave. And nobody has asked this, but you guys have not asked what hair I'm wearing. Can any of you guys guess what brand of hair I'm wearing? Anybody? Shell, I talked about product recommendations, but mainly on the Joico line. And I'm going to have to do a video with my product recommendations in it, because that question comes up every video. And I have a lot of recommendations, so I would have to like set it aside and do like a whole video on that so you guys can see. But if you go back and watch the video, I do have recommendations throughout the video. Okay, so hippie chick. So after the 4 years, does the hair shed at that point, or does it stop growing then grow again? Yeah, it'll shed. That's when you shed. But the funny thing is every hair on your head is in a different phase of the growing cycle. So you're not just gonna all of a sudden shed all your hair after 4 years and have to start over. Every hair on your head is in a different phase. Because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but sometimes you'll see like the little sticky uppy hairs. Those are not broken hairs. Those are new baby hairs coming in. Do you use heat protective spray when you use direct heat? I generally don't use a spray per se. I have been as of late because there's a new spray that I've been trying, which I do like a lot. And it's by a Matrix. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Sleek something. But normally I don't. Jen, good guess. But no, it's not Indique. But generally I use serums. And one of my favorite serums of all time, I think it's like across the board, I use it on just about everybody, is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. Is fantastic for a heat protectant. But yeah, whenever I do the product recommendations video, I'm going to have to go to my salon and do it because all of my products are there. But I'll do it there so you guys can see like my product recommendations, and I'll show you the tools and stuff that I use too. Oh, you're very welcome, Hippie. Yeah. Have you ever worn a closure? Absolutely. I used to only wear closures, but I haven't worn a closure the past wait, I haven't had a weave in a while. I've been wearing wigs, but this is my first weave in a while without a closure. But normally I do wear closures. How often do you flat iron your hair? When I'm not in a weave, probably maybe once every 6 to 8 weeks. But when I'm in a weave, like every time I shampoo, which is every couple of weeks, but it's just the top part that's left out. Can y'all see my leave out? My leave out here. And I need to shampoo. That's why my hair looking so busted. Because I need to shampoo my hair. It's almost 2 weeks. I think it'll be 2 weeks or today might be 2 weeks. So I need to shampoo it. But yeah. And I don't flat iron my hair in between for no reason. I'll do like heatless curls or something like that if I need to get some curls in my hair. Or either I'll lift up my parts that are left out and just curl the weave hair. And do heatless curls on the top part or something like that. I don't put heat on my hair like that. Yeah. How do you prevent single strand knots? I love these videos. Thank you so much. Welcome, Aaliyah. You prevent them by making sure your hair is moisturized and getting regular trims. Now, you cannot stop them completely, but you can slow them down. I've seen people sit in my chair and they had a single strand knot on every single strand of hair. That's just plain old, you're not doing anything to your hair. You're not moisturizing. You're not doing anything. So just be mindful that you need to keep your hair well moisturized and stretched. Make sure it's stretched so the hair won't be able to knot back up on itself. Any tips on the best method for blow drying? It really depends on what the needs are. Some people like the tension method, which I do not like. I use my comb attachment, my woolly marl comb attachment, which I don't have with me. And I blow dry the hair on medium to medium high heat. Slow. Making sure the hair is detangled first. And always use a heat protectant before I blow dry. Yep. Alrighty, y'all. So looks like we're wrapping it up. This is Thursday, right, y'all? So I don't think anybody has any more questions. Yes, Dan. I have tried hair vitamins, and I actually talk about them in the video, and I actually show the hair vitamins that I use. They're called hair bursts. Let me type that in. Hair bursts. And you can get them at hairbursts.com. I should have typed in the link. Yeah, they're amazing. They're vitamins from the UK, and they are simply amazing. The best ones I've ever taken, and I've taken a lot of hair vitamins, a lot, and I feel like I get the best results out of those. Would you use a round brush with your comb attachment when blow drying? No. Do not round brush natural or relaxed hair. It puts tension on the hair, and it causes breakage. What hair do I have in? Y'all still haven't guessed? Nobody can guess what hair this is? So everybody's like, oh, good night, sweetie. Good night. That is so cute how you call me Meek. My dad calls me that. But everybody's always like, is that your hair? It looks so natural. This is how weaves are supposed to look. They're not supposed to look like what you see on TV, because when you see that hair, you know it's a weave. You know it's a weave. People should know you have a weave in your hair. So this, I'm going to tell y'all in a second. Good night. I have all my notes. Once again, appreciate it. All the help you have. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. Hair extensions. Good guess, Tiara. What are you doing? But yeah, I guess you guys aren't like hip with the weaves. I guess that's probably why nobody's making any guesses. There's so many like vendors out there now anyway, like too many. But would y'all guess that this hair is like maybe like 4 years old? This weave hair is like 4 years old. Literally, you can keep, like, when you spend a lot of money on your weave hair, you can keep it forever. I've worn it a bunch. I can testify that keeping the hair moisturized and stretched helps with single strand knots. It's amazing. See, there you go, hippie. That's what I'm talking about. You're watching me? That's what I'm talking about. That's good stuff right there. Hey, Tiara, you see Cody over there with his pumpkin? Yeah. Okay, so since nobody can guess what hair I'm wearing, I'm going to tell you. This is Extensions Plus. Y'all remember back in the day when Extensions Plus was like the creme de la creme of hair? Like Patti LaBelle was the lady who wore it, and you had to go to California to get it and stuff like that? This is Extensions Plus. And I've had this hair forever. I even made a wig out of it. And then took it off the wig and put it in my hair. Yeah. I've never, Delora, you don't need to wear no weave with all that hair you have, boo-boo. You don't need that. If you came to my salon talking about some weave, I'd be like, girl, bye. One year I can pull off, but for years still. It's Extensions Plus. I guess you just have to be determined to wear a weave for years. I did it for 3.5 years when I was growing my hair to me back. So you just have to be determined to do it. It's not the easiest thing, but you just have to kind of suffer through it. Oh, gosh. Oh. Tweety, I thought you were going to bed. Oh, mama, forgive me. I got to stretch. All right. So now we just cutting up now. Oh, one thing. Can I do a poll real quick? Guys, will all the people that are on tell me how you found out about this live broadcast? Because I sent out several like notifications on different social media sites. So can you tell me? You flipped it. Yay to Extensions Plus. Yeah, you know about that, Jen. Can you guys tell me how you found out about this live broadcast? Good night, Alicia. Type in your answers. Good night. Love you. God bless you. Good night. Good night, Terry. Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm not saying good night. Tiara, Drew, you telling me in person. You're such a smart aleck. Can y'all tell me how you found out about this class? YouTube notification. YouTube notification. Okay. Anybody else? Instagram. YouTube notifications. Anybody else? I'm a subscriber. Awesome. YouTube notification. And if you're not a subscriber, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button. YouTube notification. I've been subscribed for a while. It popped up as notification. Awesome. YouTube notification. Periscope. Periscope. That's my alma mater. That's my road dog, y'all. I ran across your channel a few days ago. I went searching for your Instagram today and found it. Awesome. Just open YouTube. LOL. Okay. So YouTube notifications are working. That's good. Yeah. I should have also typed in like a comment so you guys, just in case people didn't see it, that they could see that. I have in 6 ounces of Extensions Plus, so that's 3 bundles of theirs. I subscribed to you and it showed up on YouTube. Thank you. Which texture is that, by the way? It's this is regular relaxed. I got a notification on Facebook. Facebook. Okay. Mainly YouTube, yeah. Delora, you be on Facebook, girl. Facebook is not my venue at all. And the only reason you see posts on there is because I have it set up where if I post on YouTube, it shows up on Facebook. Because I don't be going over there. That's probably why I didn't see your video. Yeah. Wanda, I subscribed to your channel a few years ago while watching Cruise video. Cruise Road Dogs in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Wanda, I got more Cruise videos coming. I promise you. I lost my footage, so I got to find a way around that. I did not just start. We've been on for like an hour and a half. Sorry, y'all. So all the information, you're going to have to go back and rewatch it. Sorry, Ooh Butter. You've been following me forever? Of course. Have you ever used bamboo silica supplements? Yeah, girl. Let me tell you a story about that. They're fantastic. YouTube. The bamboo silica supplements are fantastic. The only thing is a lot of time. Well, you know, not that one. No, I was going to tell you about horsetail. Never mind. I was getting them mixed up. Horsetail is good too. Bamboo silica is fantastic. So definitely use it. And even stuff like gelatin. I need to do a video on alternate things to use for hair growth too. Yeah, it's so much out there that can help keep your hair long, strong, and healthy, and even give you a boost. You have the hardest time keeping your hair moisturized. Are you low porosity? If you are low porosity, then that might be why. Since the cruise videos, that's awesome, because I started doing cruise videos back in what, like 2014? That is awesome. Thank you. Yes, when I'm on Facebook, I get all my notifications from YouTube. Yep. I have it set up that way, but I'm not really a Facebook girl. I'll go like a whole week without even looking at Facebook. Like, I know I have to go over there, but if I could close my Facebook account, I would just do it because that is not my venue. My venue is YouTube. I don't even really do a lot on Instagram or Snapchat, Twitter, all that. I'm a YouTube girl. Yeah. Awesome. Alrighty. So we just shooting the breeze. I love y'all. I can sit here and talk to y'all all night. I wish y'all could talk back to me instead of typing in questions. I wish they would make it like that, but that would be a webinar then. Have any of you guys that are on here ever been on any of my webinars? I would like to know that. Oh, and for anybody who is watching this video and it's not live, if you're watching the replay, we are just now shooting the breeze. So if you don't want to watch the rest of it, then that's fine. But I love you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. How you doing? Y'all hold on a second. Hello? Hey, can I call you back in about 5 minutes? Okay. Well, I'll see you at home then. I love you. Okay, bye. Y'all, that was the hubby. Great class. Good night. Good night. Which vitamins are more beneficial, biotin or hair vitamins like the hair burst? I would think the hair burst are because they have more things in there that you need for your hair as compared to biotin. It just has biotin. The hair burst vitamins do have biotin in them and a good amount of it. So I think the biotin is beneficial. I mean, not the hair vitamins are more beneficial. Like, let me show you the hair bursts. This is the ones I use. They're like the best hair vitamins ever because they have everything you need in there. You take 2 capsules a day. I take mine at night, and you got it going on. All right, y'all. So we get ready to wrap this puppy up because the hubby, he get ready to be home in like 2 seconds. No, I'm just kidding. He's on his way home. He'll be here in about 10 minutes. Every time I'm going on a cruise, I look at the channel as a refresher. Oh, that is awesome. I love that. It makes me feel so good that the information I'm putting out is helping people because I don't want to just put out information just because I can. You know, even though I like to have fun on YouTube too, you know, I still like to help people as much as possible. Oh, yeah. I like to help people as much as possible. Yeah. All right. So I'm getting ready to really wrap it up now. So any more questions, guys? Any more questions for me? 60 seconds. I'm literally counting. It's 9:45. I'm going to wait till 9:47, and then we're going to sign off. It's been so much fun. This kind of reminded me of the Periscope days without the hearts. I wish YouTube could give hearts, but you guys can. I got a super cash earlier. If y'all love me a lot, y'all hit me up. I'm telling you, that was awesome getting that. You can't give hearts, but you can give super cash. You're so adorbs. Thank you so much for all you do. I'm so blessed to have found your channel. It has truly been enlightening and my notes are written. Awesome! Yay! I know you say goodnight, but how much growth have you seen with those hair vitamins? When I was taking them on a regular, about an inch a month, roughly in between a half an inch, like a little over a half an inch and then an inch. It really depends. Like when you first start taking them, the first couple of months, you'll get that solid inch. But yeah. But you got to keep taking them to keep getting because a lot of times I'll take it and get the growth and I'll stop taking them. But nothing happens to the hair when you stop taking them. It stays, but it's just that the growth slows down back to normal. Yeah. That is so, thank you for the hearts, the little hearts there. That is so nice. See, y'all give me some love. I like that. I wish they had it where you could tap hearts on the screen like you can on Periscope and Instagram. YouTube, they haven't done anything like that yet. All right, so it's 9:47. So I'm going to sing you guys a song. Tierra, don't laugh at me. Good night, adios. Good night, y'all. If you have any questions that I have not covered, I will try my best to answer them. My mouth's getting dry because I see myself licking my lips like 1,000 times. But oh, I got notifications that come in. I have stuff. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to sign off, and I love you guys to pieces. And of course, I'm going to be on next week, and I need to really buckle down and do some demo videos. But I'm telling you guys, YouTube is like a full-time job. If I put a demo video up and it's only like 5 to 10 minutes long, that means it's taking me hours to like edit it. So just be mindful of that. I am going to get the demos up. It's just going to have to be in my own time because I have that going on and I have other videos I'm recording, other channels I'm recording on. But I love you guys. This live is actually more awesome than like demos to me because I get to talk to you guys face to face and answer your questions face to face. So I bid you guys good night. And you're on vacay. Get to Georgia, get my hair in shape. All right now, Gloss. I hope you guys have a very blessed evening, and I will talk to you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, y'all. If you haven't done it already, love you. God bless you. Adios. 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 Stop streaming.